Hi guys, welcome back to our session today. We are going to breathe and work with our nervous systems around allowing more in. This practice is just going to be practice sitting and opening to the idea that there is more available to you. This can be very triggering. However, the statement that we're going to breathe into is the least triggering one I have come across. Just notice what comes up within you when I say these words, so you can start getting comfortable, getting into your safe place. But what we're going to be breathing into today is the statement: there is more available to me than I have been allowing in. And just really letting that wash over yourself. So I'll repeat it a couple more times. Don't worry, you don't have to write it out, and it'll be written down in the description. But this is to help people who have been through massive traumas, a lot of neglect, to help you and your nervous system recognize there is more out there, and more will be definitive to you. More love, more money, more peace, more support, more encouragement. There is recognizing there is more out there than what you have been dragged through and surviving is essential. And I also want you to know, if the idea of more terrifies you, you cannot conceptualize it, this is part nervous system work, because many of us who have grown up in traumatic homes, we don't know the definition of more. All we know is being traumatized, left, neglected, abandoned. So when this forms your nervous system, when you start to step outside of that and dipping your toe, your little finger into the idea that, hey, there's something different out there. Life does not have to be all this neglect and trauma and emotional unavailability. Just that tiny crack in the door, the crack in all the trauma, all the neglect, is where new things start coming in. So I want you to be very gentle in this session. We're going to start with our 3 cleansing breaths, and as always, taking off the excessive thought, your hypervigilance, anxiety. And I know that this statement, opening to more, can trigger deep anxiety and fear. And just, if you can open a little bit to the idea that when you are born and mired and grown in trauma, it becomes your identity. Your identity and who you think you are is someone that doesn't deserve anymore. We don't know that there's any kind, loving, abundant treatment out there. And to get to the other side, you have to start opening to these things. And yes, it may feel hard. Yes, it may feel scary. But know that these feelings and sensations that come up when you start deciding, I want a better life, I want more for myself, I want better treatment for myself, these are the kinds of things you are going to have to sit through, witness within yourself, let them come up, let the feelings, let the emotions come up, let the pain and the grief of the fact that you have been treated so poorly, given so little, had probably 0 to no support, 0 is none, 0 to maybe a pinch here or there of support. Opening to these new ideas where you can drastically be treated differently is scary. It is very different from the identity you hold, but part of this work, most of this work, deeply is identity work, shifting that nervous system identity from I'm traumatized, I'm scared, I'm in fear all the time, to someone who becomes more safe in their body, in their life, in their experience, despite all this neglect and stuff you're carrying on your back. Okay? So again, we're going to take the take off any armor you need to take off, your worry, fear, like, and if fear comes up during this, it's okay. It is okay. Soothe yourself, hold yourself through it. You're here, you're in a safe place. This is a safe time and place to do this work, okay? Lean on the small supports you are building, the chair you're sitting in, the floor you're on, the bed you're in. Feel your support and recognize a lot of this nervous system stuff, the feelings coming up, are things that never got to be felt before, that were never encouraged by your parents for you to feel, that nobody helped you be like, hey, this is okay, these feelings can't hurt you. It's just old energy that needs to be witnessed and seen, and once you start doing that and feel safer doing that, it disappears, it dissipates, because you've taken care of it. You've been available to yourself, okay? So we're gonna take these 3 cleansing breaths and just have in the back of your minds the circulation of more is possible for me, and there is more out there than I have been allowing in. Because when we're born and raised in trauma and lack, we don't allow the good, we don't allow the wealth, the abundance in. And part of this may be because it was never offered. Like, when you don't have abundant, healthy, wealthy parents around you, you don't even know more is possible. You may not even know safety is possible. That is where I started. So don't worry about where you're at either. Where you're at is perfectly fine, perfectly good. You're in the best spot you can be. You're where you're meant to be, okay? So we're gonna take these 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale and exhale. Again, sighing it out if you need to, comforting yourself where you need to, letting your body relax into this moment. We're going to take our second cleansing breath. Inhale and exhale. Relaxing into your space, into your chair, into your bed, letting go of the day wherever you are at, letting yourself relax, letting your brain calm down a little bit. Slow down your breathing. And we're going to take our final cleansing breath. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Landing here with me, knowing that you're safe, knowing that you're welcome here. You're safe to be here. You're safe to breathe. And you're just gonna close your eyes down if that feels comfortable to you. If not, gaze at a spot in front of you, and just, again, concentrate on relaxing your body and hear the words. There is more available to me than I have been allowing in. And just sit with that, open to it. Breathing in the possibility that there is more of what you want, and there is more of maybe things that aren't so known to you right now available to you. Maybe feeling your heart open to this, your body open to this, and becoming a little curious about what more you would want in your life. Just, again, constantly flowing your breath through your body, letting any sensation, any fear, anxiety come up. It is okay if you feel any kind of things about letting more into your life. And just being with those things, sending your breath to those parts wherever they may be present, adding some soothing words if you need them. I'm here. You're safe. You're allowed to have this reaction. You are allowed to feel this reaction. I am allowed to have this reaction. I am allowed to feel this response into allowing more into my life. Now, this is the easiest way to help you start identifying and knowing that more is possible out there. If you want to add a little extra kick in there, you can say something like, there is so much more out there than what I have been allowing in. You like play with these words. That might be too overwhelming for you to state right now, but I know there are some people watching who are like, I'm ready for more, knowing that there is so much more out there for you. And again, this is going to depend on where your nervous system is at, what it feels safe with. And the goal here is to slowly, safely open our bodies up to just the idea that there is more out there. It is available for you now, and you are safe to allow it in. You are safe to open to this idea. Keeping that breath moving. Allowing just a little bit more breath in. More inhale, more exhale. Seeing how that feels. This is how you play with this idea. And then if you want to take it further, knowing what you want more of, breathe more of that into your body. Safety, kindness, wealth, love, support, better feeling energy. You can call anything into your life, into your experience, by just having that intention. Right now, I'm going to breathe more love into my body. So let's do that. Let's take a breath of love into our bodies. Inhale and exhale. And just letting that love spread and pump throughout your heart, throughout your body. Play with this in your day. And if you don't know what you want more of, that is okay. This is the opportunity for you to start deciding and figuring out and asking yourself, what do I want more of in my life? Journal it out, sit with it, breathe with it, and decide. You're the gatekeeper. You get to allow more in. You get to call more in of whatever you want more of. And to get your nervous system open to this idea, sit with that statement. There is more available to me than I have been allowing in. And part of why we block this stuff out is because we think we're safer. We're not going to be abandoned again. There's not going to be more trauma if we stay small in these little patterns that the trauma has formed us in. And you will discover over your healing, over time, that this is a lie. You don't feel safer being small and deprived and living in survival. You slowly, incrementally build up your sense of safety. It all starts with safety. You have to feel safe first, and then you can start calling in new and different and better feeling things. Again, like I say almost every video, this is a deep, deep practice. Sitting with yourself, breathing, finding safety when you need it, recognizing when your nervous system is overwhelmed and pulling back, and making these statements smaller if you need to. This is all part of the work. Discovering what expands you, just a little, like expands you where you feel uncomfortable, before you feel so uncomfortable where you are overwhelmed and you cannot allow statements in. This is why we start with something very small instead of going straight to like, I am loved, I am wealthy. Because when you make these direct, huge statements that are very far leaps from where your nervous system currently is, you will not believe it and you will overwhelm yourself. So again, this is just something for you to notice. If a statement feels too big for you, cut it down. Make it smaller, make it more digestible for your nervous system. And I've found through my work that I am like, you have to make this small so your nervous system can handle it, while like at the same time it may be triggering, but you are still able to digest it and open to it. So we're just going to continue breathing, allowing that expansion a little bit more in our bodies, 1%, knowing that there's a little bit more out there available for you, and that you can allow it in. It's okay if it doesn't feel good. It's okay if it doesn't feel safe just yet. Remember, this is just remnants of your past trying to warn you. This isn't safe. We're about to be left, abandoned, re-traumatized. This is very normal. Again, you have to work with those hurt parts that expect more pain, more loss, more abandonment, and slowly show them there is more support available here. There is more breath available for you. There is love and nurturance here to meet your anxiety and your fear. There is a little bit more here for you right now. And we're going to take a couple more breaths here, breathing in more of whatever you're needing, allowing it, letting it be okay, letting it be safe. Letting your body relax and open a little bit more, a tiny, tiny 1%, 0.5% more. Letting your body know that a little bit more is okay right now. A little bit more of goodness is safe right now. You can hold it, you can allow it, you can be with it. And we're going to start coming back into your space right now, coming back to your body in the present moment, wiggling your toes, rolling out your shoulders, and just as you come back into your day, let yourself play with this idea of more. And if you don't know what you want more of, be journaling and asking yourself, anytime you get triggered, at any point in your day, what do I need more of? What do I want more of? And help yourself breathe into this. If you have resistance to this, know that it is just a past part of you that never got to want anything. This is very common in trauma survivors too. We don't have wants, we don't have needs, we just survive. And this is part of, again, showing your nervous system, showing your body, showing yourself a new way of life that is not trauma inducing, abandonment inducing, one that allows you to live in the more instead of back in the trauma, pain, fear, and survival. It takes practice. It takes a lot of breath work. And if this feels very overwhelming for you, this is okay. This is a session you work up to. It does take some work to be able to open to the idea of having more after living a life of immense trauma and neglect and lack. So if you're having trouble with this video, go back to more of the safety relaxation videos and practice those until you feel ready to open a little bit more to honoring more, to having more in your life. But if you're ready, play with this. Breathe more life into your body. Breathe more love into your body. Breathe money into your body. Breathe wealth. Breathe more good things happening to you, whatever that is that you decided. I'm not here to tell you what to create more of in your life. I can give you little pointers here and there, but you're the authority. You decide and you call it in and you allow it by just stating, I want more of this, and you breathe it in and you decide and you intend to have more of whatever thing you want more of. I hope this helped you guys today. I love you. And as always, thank you for being here. Thank you for breathing with me. And thank you for showing up for yourself. Have a great day. Bye.